Welcome back to Loving with Tiara. I am Tiara. I'm glad you found me. And welcome to those who are meeting me for the first time. Wow. I just need to get into updates with health. That's what I'm here for today. So, on this cup of tea, which is a 1.5 bag from my tea time this morning or this afternoon. So tea time with Tiara had a decaf. This is a decaf green kombucha tea, uh, boasting 5 milligrams of caffeine per bag. And this yogi's thought today is if you do anything out of sheer compassion, you will never be wrong. If you do anything out of sheer compassion, you'll never be wrong. You can't be. Because you're never wrong when it's what you truly want. Just that simple. As long as nobody's getting hurt and you're doing it in a loving, self-loving way, it needs to show love to yourself first. That's the way things roll. You can't be wrong if you choose what you want to do for your own life. Choose the best option for you. Do you. Like, seriously. Yeah. So, that's the thought for today. Anyway, health updates for those of you who came here for that. What the heck do I start with? Sips tea, seriously. How welcoming and inviting. Yep, that's good. You can look at the video on that tea itself. It's a nice review. So I tried to make some notes so I could stay focused. Guatemala. Coming back from Guatemala. Had the bleeding in my leg and went to the hospital to have them double check to see if I had developed any more blood clots or if the blood clot in my chest had moved. And for those of you who have been following my journey, I am very much a spiritual being. Grounded, vibrational, me, in tune, becoming more and more in tune daily. And I share with my doctor that the oncologist / hematologist who takes care of the blood clots that I've had since November here in Washington, Seattle, Washington. I've had one before this in my lung. So this makes blood clot number 333. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What else did I say? Great. Anyhow, 3 blood clots at my age. So I tell people age doesn't matter. Stop asking me how old I am. Is that going to make it feel better that I'm so much younger than them and have had so many more health issues? Stop asking that question. It really tells what's on your heart. How old are you when somebody shares health-related stuff? That's a side note. But anyhow, back to me and my age, whatever that is, and the severity of the health issues I've had have been quite intense. That being said, 3 blood clots. One probably 10, 11 years ago. I don't remember off the top of my head now. I really try not to replay that memory. Took Lovenox injections every 12 hours for 6, 7 years. Kept me alive. And in November developed 2 more blood clots. So one in my leg and one in my chest. And I told my doctor right then, I'm a whole new being. And the person that had those blood clots before didn't understand herself, didn't understand how we work, how our bodies work. And I began to change. I began to look at myself differently, treat myself differently. Yeah. When you have near-death experiences like the blood clot I developed that first time, and you're afraid and you don't understand, you begin to look at yourself, or you can begin to look at yourself differently. I chose to. And with that being said, I've become very much in tune with my body. I chose to put myself first. I choose to put my health first, and things began to change. I have had so many surgeries, it's what you believe. Like, I believed that my body needed this or needed that, and I really just needed to slow down and understand me better. Taking that back to the blood clots, understanding me better, I knew that there was something wrong with my chest because I could feel it. My vibrations were off. My breathing was off. I kept telling my best friend, hey, my chest, all these different things I kept trying to go through and figure out what was going on. But I knew the breathing didn't feel right, so I rolled out a whole bunch of other things. To eat. Being vegan, I don't play about my food. So, vegan-ish, as you guys know, I will pick some chicken out of something right quick. Why? Because when you lose your wallet in Guatemala and you don't have money, you eat whatever comes to the plate, to the table. I have to take care of my needs. What am I eating? Instapot. Greek green bean and potato fasciolakia, Fasolakaia. I went to an event last night that shared this recipe with us. It was very good, but it was made with tomatoes. So my son and I came home. I wasn't feeling very well, and so I had him to toss everything in the Instapot, make a couple changes on water to vegetable broth, tomatoes to red peppers. Actually, the Trader Joe's grilled peppers. Roasted, that sounds right. Potatoes, I like brown potatoes. The rest of potatoes, so I put brown and red. The recipe calls for red. I'll put them both. Why not? I was going to make it a little different than my son. I had him cut back the oil, even though it was suggested that we don't. Being bypass patient, I have to kind of still look out for my own needs. So you adjust the recipe to how you need to. Also, having shortened intestines, which is also coming up on my updates, makes things difficult as well. I lost 14 inches on my intestines due to a bowel blockage about 2 years ago. And so I am just stapled together very well. Isn't that crazy? You can go through so much and your body can still just keep on trucking. Choo, 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 choo. Trucking, 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 trucking. Yes, I am still trucking through here with all the ailments that I'm going through. I am not really going through it. I just realize that some of it's there. The last couple of days, I have had seriously intense pain. But every time it was like, whoa. I would catch myself playing this memory of how bad this pain was. I'm like, ouchie. So when I realized when you keep telling yourself how bad that pain is and replaying that memory, it was good. Really good. We did have to use dried oregano. So we couldn't find any fresh. Was it oregano? Yeah. Nope. Parsley. Anyhow, we couldn't find fresh parsley for the recipe, so we used the freeze-dried from Costco. But that pain memory was so bad. So how did I change it? Because I was literally in the car. Oh my God, my body hurts. I just wanted to scream and cry. And then I realized, think about something else. Don't keep thinking about that. That's not going to change it. So I started thinking about car lot next to the car. I started thinking about going home. I wanted to go home. And there was no way to get there. Well, there was. My son suggested that I just call a Lyft. But I had my appointments this morning, so that wouldn't have worked out. Leaving my car there and far too thrifty to be going back to go get it. So we have to seek sometimes our power from within in order to do what we need. Or I do. Nowadays. Hungry. Portion size. In case you're here for weight loss stuff. Health-related things are always going to be part of my life. They always have been. Even when I was 300 pounds. I was still trying to do my best. At almost 300 pounds, I still tried to eat right and do all the right things. We have to be careful with our judgment towards people that we don't know their background. We just need to be careful with our judgment. Period. You want to know their business? No. Anyway, blood clot update. Go to Guatemala. Those 2 blood clots. elevation was high. Blood thinners were causing me to really spring leaks in blood every time I injected my Lovenox injections every 12 hours. I would have a lot of blood that returned, also just random bruising. So I think I better pause there so this doesn't get too long. I will upload part 2, so go check that out of health updates.